Hey guys, my name is Sunil Kumar, and today in this video I'll be going over how exactly I signed my first 3 clients in the marketing agency space. Now what I do is I help service-based businesses build profitable client acquisition systems so that they can scale their revenue to the moon. Now with that being said, let me give you a rough overview of the story behind me. Now I started in this whole online marketing sales space back 2 years ago, or 3 years ago to be exact. And I started out as a salesperson working in an 8-figure company, couple of 8-figure companies as a salesperson, like I said before, where I built up my experience. Then later I left and built a Amazon FBA agency along with my business partner. He did more of the fulfillment and he was the backbone behind the business. Not to take away any credit from him, but I focus more on the sales and client acquisition systems, the marketing side and the sales side, and helped him grow that. And I helped him scale the agency up to 50K per month. After that, I'm still partners with him. He is my client still. And what I thought was, this was just a few months ago. I was like, well, why can't I just do this for other people as well? I'm helping this guy kill it in the space. Why can't I just, expand my offer? For a while, I was, I was wishy-washy. I didn't really want to do it. I was a little bit afraid, so I didn't do it. But last month, I grew some balls, and I was like, let's do this. And I started working this January, the beginning of January. I started hustling, and I signed my first 3 clients. Now the way I got those 3 clients was through essentially Facebook and LinkedIn outreach. That's the short answer, but I'm going to give you a little bit more detailed explanation and a few pointers, right, on how exactly you can also get your first few clients when it comes to this marketing agency space, and really get things going, and have some bread in your pockets. Well, without any further, let me get to that. Number one, volume negates luck. You need to have a lot of volume going out first, whether it comes to the number of outreaches you do, whether it comes to the number of books you read, whether it regards to like business advice, marketing advice, sales advice, and so on, and also in regards to how much you practice and train as well. You gotta have a lot of volume, a lot of reps before you become excellent at something, right? It takes around 10,000 hours to become excellent at something. I think I'm quoting Malcolm Gladwell, but I don't really remember. With that being said, volume negates luck. Second thing is you gotta keep your mind tuned properly. You gotta have your mind screwed on straight. Without your proper mindset, you're not gonna win. Now, if you don't have a proper mindset, you're gonna probably quit, and you're going to be like just the other guy, Joe Schmo, who just is like, man, SMMA is not working out for me, let me just quit. And then you make a video like SMMA is bullshit or something like that, and just waste people's time. I would argue like 90% of the marketplace is like that, filled with people who are just here to make a quick buck and not really here for the long term. They don't have the long term mindset. You gotta have the long term mindset, or else you're not gonna win, right? It took me around a year to start seeing some wins, to start seeing some cash in the online high ticket industry. For 1 year I didn't make anything, so that's that. Now you gotta have persistence, and for having persistence and consistency and discipline, you gotta have your mind screwed on straight. How you do that? Meditation, affirmations, visualization, setting your goals down properly, all that helps. With that being said, let's go on to the next step, which is reverse engineer your goals and focus on the long-term vision so that you know where you're headed, right? You gotta have a roadmap, or else you'll get lost, and it would be a fucking mess. So that's that. How do you build your roadmap? Like I said before, you reverse engineer your goals. So let's start with the golden number that many aim for, 10K per month. Now, how do you reverse engineer this? First, you determine how much am I going to charge my clients. Let's say 2K. Now, you're going to determine, you got to ask yourself again another question, right? How exactly can I charge my clients? What is the pricing that I should charge my clients? You determine that by having first quantifying the value that you provide for your clients, right? So let's say you run a marketing offer for real estate agents, and your marketing offer can, I don't want to say real estate agents, let's say you help financial advisors. Let's just go with real estate agents, okay? Let's say you help real estate agents close 2 or 3 listings every single month using the power of Facebook ads, right? Each house listing is probably worth, let's say it's a 200K house, probably a few K at least, right? I don't know the exact. I don't sell to the real estate industry, so I don't know the exact value. So it's probably worth at least 2 to 3K per listing when it comes to the commissions that they make, right? So that's that. Now, if you help them close 3 listings per month, that would be anywhere from 6K to probably 60K per month, depending on the value of their house when it comes to the commissions that they make, right? So, and the money that they make. So let's go with the lower end. Let's say you help 3 listings, means 6K per month in added commission for them, right? Now you gotta proportionately charge them. 6K is kind of low, so you can only charge like around $500 to 1K per month. Otherwise, like the value that they are seeing, the ROI that they are seeing from investing in you will also start diminishing if they're paying you 2K and they only make 6K per month. That's not really a good ROI for them. At least they won't see it that way, especially in the marketing space, right? You gotta help them at least make 20-30K per month, and therefore you need to choose the right type of real estate agents to work with. Those who sell higher end luxury listings, for example. So yeah, with that being said, you price depending on the value that you offer. So let's say they sell luxury condos. That means the commissions that they make are incredibly higher, exponentially higher, and that means you can charge more. You can charge 2 to 3K per month to start off with. So let's say you charge only 2K per month. So if you want to make 10K per month, you need 5 clients. 10K divided by 2K is 5 clients. Now, next is, how do you get 5 clients per month? So 5 clients per month means that, assuming you close 1 out of every 10 people you talk to, 1 out of every 10 real estate agents you talk to, meaning a 10% closing ratio, that would mean you would need 50 qualified appointments every single month, right? For any agency, any service-based business, the backbone of that service-based business would be revenue, and for revenue you need to have sales conversations, and to have sales conversations you need appointments. So you need 50 qualified appointments, meaning 50 conversations / appointments with people who can genuinely buy your offer, buy what you're selling, people with money, and people who are pretty much a good fit and can benefit from what you offer. So 50 qualified appointments. How the fuck are you going to get 50 qualified appointments per month? So that would roughly equate to 2 appointments per day, right? 2.5, because 20 working days are there in a month. I'm excluding the weekends, right? Because people don't usually do business on weekends. So 20 working days per month, 50 qualified appointments needed, 2.5 appointments needed per day, 2.5 appointments, let's just round it off to 2 to 3. So you need three appointments. I'm sorry, three appointments now every single day, assuming 20 working days, right? So how the fuck are you gonna achieve three appointments per day? Now you gotta. This is where you determine how much the prospecting effort that is needed, the outreach efforts that are needed to get those three appointments, right? Now, how would I go about it if I was doing it? Well, I would be like, okay, where do these guys hang out usually? They usually are on LinkedIn and Facebook so they can connect with potential buyers, right? So that would be my, and as well I would be targeting them via email, right? I'm not a Facebook expert, so I would just go and hit them on Facebook and LinkedIn and email. I would just primarily focus on that. And let's assume that I'm a beginner, right? Let's say you're a beginner, you're just getting started in the space, so you need a lot of volume. Now, assuming a 0.5% booking rate, you are closing, 0.5 booking rate would be 1 out of 200, right? So you would need, let's say you're just booking 1% out of 200 messages that you're sending. I want this to be as conservative as possible, right? You want to prepare for the worst case, just so that you're prepared. So 1 out of 200. So that would mean 0.5%. So let me do the calculation. For 3 appointments, that would be meaning 600 outreaches needed per day. 600 outreaches per day is a lot of volume. I would just focus on LinkedIn, right? 100 messages per day through my LinkedIn account, and the rest 500 I would just focus purely on email, because on email it's far more achievable and far more realistic to do 500 emails per day. You can do that through automation and everything, right? And send out 500 emails per day. And now you need to ensure that these emails and LinkedIn messages that you spend are not spammy and fucking irrelevant to them. It has to be valuable, right? When they read an email, when they read your email, right, they gotta be like, oh, maybe I gotta hear what this guy is offering, right? Maybe I gotta hear out what this guy exactly can do, Let's have a conversation with this guy, That's what you should make the real estate agent think, right? That's very important. You gotta clearly communicate your value proposition to your ideal client, which is, for example, a real estate agent. That's pretty much how you win in this space. Clearly communicate your value proposition to your ideal client so that you can book a meeting with them. The channel of outreach can be a cold email, Facebook outreach, LinkedIn messaging, whatever you want. I would say just focus on 2 to start off with. More than that, you would have your brain fucking messed up, right? So that being said, that's how I would hit it. 500 cold emails per day, 100 LinkedIn messages per day. LinkedIn I would do manually to get started. For emails I would do it automated, right? Or get a VA, right? Because no way am I going to sit and do 500 emails manually, because that's a waste of your time. You could do that through an automation, right? You wouldn't even need a VA. An automation, a software would be, cold email software tool or software would be much cheaper than going out and hiring a VA, right? The average price of a cold email software or tool would be $97 to $99. Whereas a VA, you have to pay more than that. You got to pay on the hour, right? So just get a cold email automation tool and get started with that. Now, with that being said, that's how I would go about, getting my first few clients. If I am, getting to 10K per month, right? That's how I would do. That's how I would reverse engineer my goals. So I pretty much covered the 3 important pieces of advice that I would give to anybody who's starting out in this space. With that being said, Let me just summarize that once more. Number one, volume negates luck. So you focus a lot more on volume when you're starting out. As you get your first few clients and make the first few $1,000s, then you can focus on focusing on streamlining your outreach in business, focusing on only outreaching to quality people, meaning like highly qualified people. You can have your qualification criteria much more stricter after you get your first few $1,000s. Before that, you don't need to do that. Volume is more important. So volume negates luck. Focus on volume initially. Number two is focus on getting your mind right. Number three is I would reverse engineer the goals that I have. To make 10K per month, I would just reverse engineer that down to the amount of outreach I would need per day. And that's exactly how I would tackle the whole thing. I would have a clear roadmap in front of me so that I know what I do every single day and I don't get lost in the daily, day-to-day stuff that is. With that being said, hope you found value out of this video and hope you have a great day. If you found any value, useful stuff or advice out of this video, like, comment and subscribe, and hope you have a great day again. Thank you and see you later in another video.